Good evening, everyone. This will be a tutorial to make a crochet puff stitch flower. This is a card that I made and I embellished with a little flower, and it is what I will teach you how to make. I did use crochet thread on this flower and a steel hook number 7, but in this tutorial I will teach you how to make it using sport weight yarn. The smaller the thinner the yarn, then the smaller the crochet flower will be. Let's begin. I will be using a crochet hook with the letter G, which is a 4.0 millimeter, and to begin, as I said, I will be using sport weight yarn, which is easier to work with, but I encourage you to try to work thinner yarns. It's just practice. We are using sugar and cream sport weight cotton yarn, and unfortunately I have not been able to find this yarn at any store. I bought it at an estate sale. So to begin, we begin with a magic circle, and I wrap the yarn around my fingers, and we will draw yarn and catch the little loop, and begin by making a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The third chain counts as your first double crochet. In between each double crochet we will work 2 chains. So to make a double crochet, wrap the yarn around your hook and insert it into the magic circle. Draw yarn. You have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, draw yarn through 2 loops, draw yarn through 2 loops, and that completes the second double crochet. As I said, the first 3 chains is the first double crochet. Now chain 2 and work a double crochet in the circle. Chain 2 again. And on this round we will be repeating the double crochet chain 2 until we have a total of 6 double crochets and 6 chain 2 spaces. So double crochet, chain 2, double crochet into the circle, chain 2, double crochet in the circle. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just need to make 2 more chains to create the chain 2 space, and we will be joining on the third chain. So 1, 2, we will be joining with a slip stitch. The first round is complete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 chain 6 spaces. Now I need to position my yarn inside the first chain 2 space, so I do that by working a slip stitch. And let's begin by the first puff stitch flower by making 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to work a puff stitch, wrap the yarn around your hook, insert it into the chain 2 space. Loosely draw the yarn until you have about this height. It's about the height of 3 chains. Wrap the yarn around your hook, insert the yarn into the chain 2 space, draw a yarn, wrap the yarn around the hook, insert the yarn into the chain 2 space, draw the yarn until you have 7 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and to finish, make a yarn over and draw the yarn through all loops, even this last chain. It appears that I've made a mistake. See right here, this should be right here, so let's start over. My chain 5, sorry about that, I hope it doesn't confuse you. Wrap the yarn around your hook. I need to stay within this chain 2 space. So now let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 loops. Wrap the yarn around your hook and draw through all loops. Draw through that last chain and chain 5. See how easy you can make a mistake? But that's okay. We got it fixed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we slip stitch into the same chain 2 space. Now for the next petal, I must position my hook, my yarn right into this next chain 2 space. So slip stitch, then let's do it again. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wrap the yarn around your hook, insert the hook into the chain 2 space and draw yarn loosely till you have about this height, about the height of the 3 chains. Wrap the yarn around the hook, insert the hook into the chain 2 space and draw yarn. And one more time, wrap the yarn around your hook, insert the hook into the chain 2 space and draw the yarn. There should be now 7 loops. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wrap the yarn around the hook and this time draw yarn through all loops, all 7 loops. To finish the stitch, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and slip stitch into the same chain 2 space. Okay, we will repeat the same stitch 1, 2, 3, 4 more times. Chain 5, and let's work the puff stitch in the same manner. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and draw the yarn through all loops. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and slip stitch into the same chain 2 space. Then slip stitch into the next chain 2 space. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we work the puff stitch 1, 2, 3. This is an easy way to know that you have wrapped the yarn and done the stitch. Just count how many times you have to do it. And then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and slip stitch. See, I almost went in here, but it's into the same space. We slip stitch into the next, and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Draw the yarn through all loops. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip stitch into the same chain 2 space. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have one more petal to go. We slip stitch into the last chain 2 space and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and work the puff stitch. 1, 2, 3, and draw yarn through all loops. And chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we will slip stitch into the same chain 2 space. And to complete and lock in the stitch, we, after the slip stitch, chain 1, and you're ready to cut the yarn, and your flower is finished. Now the only thing that we need to do now is weave in the tails. This is the right side of your work. Turn it over, and the short tail, the beginning one, just pull it like this to close the circle. And I'm using a needle with a wide eye. So I work a little knot, and then weave in the tail through the back stitches. You can go in one direction and then come back in the opposite direction. This is one of the things you always have to make sure that your tails are secured, because you don't want your your crochet to come undone if you wash it. And so now I can cut the tail. Now I just have this last remaining tail. And I will just weave in through a few stitches on the back of the work. And I like to go on the back of the puff stitch. So go in a few stitches like that, like this, then come back again, just to secure it well in place, and cut your yarn. Now if I have to, when I'm making these for my cards, to decorate my cards, you don't have to weave in as many times. So that's the puff stitch, and let me show you the difference. See, this one was done with thread and this one with the cotton thread. So as I said, the thinner the thread, you will need to use a smaller hook, but the result will be a smaller flower. This one right here, let's make sure that this one was made with crochet thread number 20 with a steel hook number 10 with this thread. Anyway, I hope you give it a try. It's a lot of fun to use your crochet to decorate cards or I'm also getting into making junk journals, so I've been making quite a few of them. Hope you leave me a comment. Let me know how you like this video, and I will try to post some more easy tutorials like this. Have a good evening, and I will see you next time. Bye.